Southern Vanguard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man. Cappuccino, man.
Homie, what's up, man? Straight out of Vegas. What's up with you?
Back, man, for the second time,
you
man.
You got zero tan. Woo. Like, what's happening?
I was in the goddamn Hard Rock for fucking 5 days straight. Didn't go outside.
That's crazy.
Work is a bitch, man.
I guess so.
You know? I don't know. It's cool though.
An ugly ass bitch.
It is. I don't know. Sound like you've been having some fun.
Oh man, tonight's episode is brought to you in part by sativa dominant strain Gorilla Glue. I've been dabbling with that this weekend. I'm feeling pretty gorilla-ish.
Pretty good
right now. I'm feeling Mighty Joe Youngest. King Kong ain't got shit on me right now, homie.
I was telling you a couple weeks ago when I got back from my first trip out there this week.
Yeah.
Just, man, the amount of people that just get off the plane and just fucking go buy weed, and they're like, that's their first
Vegas
order of business, man.
Vegas, fuck them casinos right now, man. We want the reef.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, no man, doubt. Back in the saddle. I mean, to our listeners, we kind of apologize. April's just always kind of fucked up because there's just so much shit going on with personal shit. You know, me and Meeks here got families and we got day jobs, regular jobs, man. And all that shit. And you know, sometimes it just gets a little hectic.
Just bear with us, man. You know, we out here trying to do what we trying to do it, man. So just hang tight. We got to our cover, man. You know, we ain't gonna stray away too far. You know what it is.
Absolutely not. So we're gonna be back on the regular twice a week.
Yeah.
Meeks twice a week, Doe.
Yeah.
Now that May's here, summer's getting ready to hit.
No doubt.
Weather's getting nice. So
man, y'all better be ready for that dump guard. That's what you better be ready for. The dump guard. It's going down. Get ready for that shit.
Get ready for this week, man. We're gonna drop the mother load on y'all this week.
Y'all ain't ready.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ain't ready.
All right, well, shit. Let's just get into this shit. This is the first time you're listening because you're fans of the two gentlemen we have on the phone with us here tonight. And welcome. This is Southern Vanguard Radio. We drop twice a week. Tuesdays is a mix show. Latest and greatest hip hop. No old shit. No old school shit. We're not playing, doing all fucking 90s set and all that shit. This is all brand new hip hop.
Nothing but the fly
Meeks
shit. And
I drinking bourbon and beer and just fucking wild and just playing joints, man. So that's on Tuesdays.
Yes.
And then on Thursdays, it's an interview session with an MC or DJ or producer or A&R or strippers or pimps or
prostitute.
You know who knows who it could be. But
former drug addict.
That's on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And you can find us just about damn near anywhere. SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, YouTube. Fuck, who else?
House.
Yeah, at your mam's.
Local bar.
And we have some affiliates.
All the taqueritas in the motherfucker. We got some affiliates. ATLHipHop.com, I Am Classic, RawRadio.net, Return to BoomBap, WRBB FM. X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all four of those here in Atlanta, and then we venture out west to the West Coast, the best coast, with Soul Public Radio.
X Rizzo.
X-Ro, what's up, man? Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so last month, I guess the past couple of months, the homie Jordan Commander has basically dominated the bookings here at Southern Vanguard Radio.
He's in the midst of a takeover.
He's just got the hot shit every week.
I need you to slow down, Jordan. It's too much. This is not your shit.
Yeah. So first off, big up to Jordan for making this shit happen. These two gentlemen, I've actually been a fan of for quite some time. I guess you could say like the late 90s and early 2000s.
Oh man, when I saw them prep toppers, I was like, who is this again?
Yeah,
this dude's a fucking a legend.
I've easily got, anytime one of these guys shit would drop, buying doubles back then was the requirement. But
you had to do it.
You had to do more than doubles because it was just like that. So without any further ado, I've been on the West Coast virtually for, the month of April. So we're just going to stay out there.
Keeping shit popping.
Tonight, the one and only
Crack-a-lackin',
Kazi and C Keys.
No doubt.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
C Keys flogging like he drinking V8. There ain't no V8 in there. The color is off. The color is off.
That's the chaser. This
right.
is the
I
shit
knew.
that
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That cheap man drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know better.
This is in between pay periods. This Belvedere pay period right here. This is this EBT. Let me give you some cash for that double up.
It makes you on that glue. I heard that, bro. Salute, man.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. I had to. I've been slipping lately, man. I had to come back strong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm on that Bangarang right now, man. It's some new strain. I've been asking everybody have they heard about it. They're like, nah, man, we ain't never heard no Bangarang, man. I'm like,
I like sativas, man. If I get on something else, man, the interview is shabby. I'm sorry. I need a sativa in my life. Hell yeah. Fellas, what's good? What we talking about tonight?
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, thank you guys for having us on the show.
No
Absolutely,
doubt.
y'all. We appreciate it, man. Big up, John. Big up, me. Appreciate it, y'all.
Word,
no doubt.
word. So let's just kick things off where we should. I mean, we could talk about old shit, and I don't want to get stuck in all that stuff. But we're old over here, so I like to get into some history stuff. But I really want to hear about the new record. So I know we got both of you on the phone at the same time. So if you guys can just kind of pass it back and forth and talk about the new record and what it means to you. And
Keys to Kazi.
Word.
Yeah,
well, let's
man.
get into it.
You want to go first, my man?
Man, Kazi, I'm going to let you do the honors, bro, because this was actually your idea of inspiration to get this done.
Yeah, man. Dude, so, I mean, I'm really excited, man, because this is like my first project that I have produced and stuff, man. And, and I told Keys going into it, man. He actually told me, I want to take it very, very personal, man. You know what I'm saying? Just let all of it out, put it all in one. I'm like, yo, I'm with it, man. So, laced him up with a file of beats, Keys, like 1 month, and just kept hitting them with beats, man. He would just pick out the beats, and which tripped me out because he would go on IG and like freestyle them first, you know what I'm saying? And get my approval. And I'm like, bro, you ain't got to get my approval. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need, man. You know what I mean? You helping me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get cats out here to hear my shit, man. And, and I think once we got together, man, once we actually, got in front of each other and started recording, man, it just came together beautiful. You know what I mean? Just dope, man, the way hip hop should be. I'm all for sending verses and everything, back and forth with emails. That's real dope and all, but it's nothing like working with the artist like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just something special about that.
So you guys were able to get the lab together and knock this thing out?
Mm-hmm. And how?
Yep.
That's dope.
Man. What, a day and a half, right? We knocked out pretty much majority of the album.
Majority album in a day and a half. We walked in there, and I'm talking about we went to sleep because we wanted to make sure our eyes were closed before the sun came up. Like, that's how we did it,
Wow.
And to speak to Kazi's point in regards to the file beats, the reason I was asking for the permission slip because the beats was so hard. Literally, the whole album is an improvisational freestyle into my voice command. And the only reason why it's in my voice command, so when I do my ad-libs and my backup vocals, that way they'll align. And if I'm in a freestyle slower word and I have to start over, I don't have to come up with a whole new. So this is literally taking improvisational freestyle to a whole nother level. Every track. And then one DMs was literally say, man, this time I just want you to improvisational freestyle right here on the spot. Here's the beat right here. Boom. And boom, there it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, the chemistry was off the wall.
Yeah, man. It was dope, man. It was like goosebumps like that night. I went to bed, told my wife, I was like, hey, you got some she's like, yeah, I was hearing it and stuff, and yeah, man, it's a blessing to work with my man. So it really is, man. It's a blessing.
Like,
Just to be able to just produce, man, and have that freedom, no boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
So given it was so spontaneous like that, how'd you guys handle, the features you pulled down for the project?
You had Guilty, right?
Yeah. So Guilty was already working with. Guilty was already like corresponding on Instagram with Kazi, and I was already a big fan of Guilty. So I reached out to Guilty, and shout out to Guilty. I hope he see this. Guilty Simpson, you the truth, because you know how you reach out to people on social media, and they at a certain echelon. You know what I'm saying? At a certain level, you may not get a response. They may not even emoji eye look at your DM. You feel me? But not only did he respond, but he was like, say when. And boom, he knocked out the verse. it was a done deal. And I mean, Watch Your Mouth is one of my favorite tracks on that one. As a matter of fact, be on the lookout for a possible surprise for that track.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ain't gonna tell him yet. But yeah, hell yeah. And crazy thing, man. That song was supposed to go on Mad and Guilty's joint, man. Because I remember, man was like, "Yo, let me get that beat out, man. Hold on, man. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know if I'm gonna give it the keys. So, we'll knock it out that way. I don't know yet." But man, it just, came out dope how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Just got him the beat. He was like, wham. A couple of days later, we had the verse.
Word.
Super dope.
That's dope. So you guys didn't have a relationship really with him prior, other than just maybe casually knowing one another.
Right.
I mean, I know him through my crew and stuff, but I never actually met him just through social media. I just know he's a cool dude. And the crazy thing, I was extra hyped when I found and heard this out. I found and heard this out. It made no sense.
Right.
Found out and heard the actual song on the song that him and Dilla did called "So Serious." They cut my voice, man. You know what I mean? And I was honored, dog. I was floored when I actually heard it. You know what I mean? Like, this is sick. So and I've been a fan of his even when he first came out, man.
Sure.
When we started working with Liv and and everything else and stuff, man. But yeah, shout out to Guilty.
I think I remember a little tidbit how that all connected. So I'm setting a Guinness record on my Instagram for the most improvisational freestyles ever recorded. I'm at about close to 4,000 right now.
Oh,
so whenever
shit.
I would, your alter ego _1, your alter ego. I was freestyling on there, and usually when I'm paying homage to an artist, I tag them in it. So it was a particular instrumental that Guilty rapped to. I think it was "It's a Man's World." And I tagged him and gave him a shout out in it. And he responded back. And then he started liking some of my freestyles. So my wife has lupus. And every time Dilla's birthday come around, I post like freestyles I did to Dilla stuff. And he started liking a bunch of those. So I just went and paid homage, like, I totally respect what you do, And it was the end of that. Then that's when Kazi and I started working on the album, and I'm like, dog, I'm going to reach out to Guilty. And that's how that whole thing rocked out.
Nice.
Damn, that's dope.
That's dope.
That's
I like it when
story.
it come together like that. That shit is fly.
That's
Hey, fellas, respectively, man, what's the climate like in Oxnard and Sacramento right now?
Dude, Oxnard, man, I'm in the AZ right now, and it's hot.
All right.
I've been out here since '08, bro.
Oh, okay.
I go back to Oxnard every now and then and stuff, man. But weather-wise, man, it stays about like 75 to 80. You know what I mean? Very rarely does it get in the 90s. I don't know about now. I don't know what it is now, but when I was there, man, beautiful. You know what I mean? Beautiful.
Now
right now it's hot.
I'm going to pull a Destiny's Child. I don't know if this is the alcohol, so I may be Jamie Foxx and blaming it on him. But question, when you said climate, were you talking the current state of hip-hop or the weather?
Hip-hop. This is a hip-hop podcast.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I thank you for the weather report. That was all good because, I might be out there sometime, so you never know.
All I need is the blue screen right now.
Nah, it's all good. For real though. Like what's popping in your areas music wise? Anything we should be checking out for outside of a y'all project or anybody y'all bigging up right now? What's the deal?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro. I'll go up to you.
Well, we say shout out to, when it comes to Oxnard, first of all, shout out to Madlib, Oh No, Wildchild, KanKick, The Claim, Metaphor, Anderson Paak, of course, Kazi. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been consistently keeping Oxnard on the map, and people don't understand Oxnard is a very small city. When I first went out there and seen how many producers and artists, I used to ask, what the hell is in the water? Because for an area that's so small to produce such a great sound, that's just ridiculous. The type of sound they have, it's signature.
Right.
Out here in the Sac area, shout out to Chewy. He's also signed to Below Systems.
Oh, yeah, Triz and Chewy, right? Yeah, Triz and Chewy, right?
Chewy and Triz, exactly. Yeah. So Chewy used to rock with this dude that used to go by Doey Rock. He used to perform with Raekwon, and Doey Rock did a show out here, and that's how I first met Chewy. This was like almost 10 years ago. He was a youngster, came to the club, and he just started killing it. So he's one that's really knocking it out. Shout out to Mikael. He's also on the album. He's really blazing right now. You got B Smooth and the whole Cat Biz fam in the Sacramento area. You also have Matty Bush, who's in the Sacramento area that's doing this thing. But I think these conglomerates, what's happening is hip hop artists are supporting each other, but we're not supporting each other's shit. So if my daughter comes to me and asks me for $5 to download 4 songs, I nutted on her camel toe, you know what I'm saying? Barbecue sauce on her titties, you know, and I'm just buying this stuff for them. You know what I mean? But I'm so busy in my everyday life, I don't make it a moment to go and buy music that's of our caliber, that's not nostalgic from back in the days, but current. So what I decided to do is every time I get a paycheck, I donate. I call it a donation because that way it changes my perspective on the music. I donate a contribution to artists that are out there doing their thing, be it a song or an album. So that way, in that conglomerate, we start recognizing, respecting, and financially supporting this platform because we are what these youngsters are going to be at our age. What legacy do we want to leave? What blueprint? They're in the condition they're in now because in the 90s, we was rapping about it and lying. Now they living what we were rapping about and we mad at them. But we left this blueprint for them when they were 8, 9, and 10. I'm a product of that growing up in East Oakland, California. I was around during the Felix Mitchell era. Rapping Ron taught me how to freestyle. Yuck Mouth stayed in 69 Village. Ant Banks, Ant Diddley Dog, Nutso, all them cats, Oakland. But what they were rapping, we didn't have no other options. So what they were rapping were our viable options. So I think we just need to create a better blueprint and start donating to the cause. So that way we can have a bigger platform when they get our age to reference to.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's the gap right now. I really think that's it. Like, that's the gap. Like, regardless of the type of music that anyone's doing, but specifically in hip hop and like with kind of this resurgence of all this underground shit, is that everyone's excited, the sound's there, but no one is actually putting down like the money regularly where someone can actually, have a true liftoff. You know what I mean? Like that's the real problem right now.
It was more of that in the 90s, man. In 2000, it just died out for some reason. It's just not the same. Not the same. Why is that? Nobody knows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Kazi, we hit on a point of last week in regards to like the concept of when the 80s, when I grew up in the hood, the dude that grew up in Piedmont or near Lakeshore, he pull up in his 92 Acura Legend with his S-curl, light skin with EKs. And then the girls in the hood, they don't think they can see the money that he can offer. So when he drive through the hood, he pick them right on up and swoop them out of the hood, show them everything. And when they all run dirty and dry, drop them right back off. It's the same thing with hip hop. Corporate America came in driving they Acura Legend coupe with the EKs and the S-curl. And they came out here and they took this lifestyle that we created to keep us alive because we didn't have what others had. He swooped them up in the passenger seat, showed them all this money. And when he finished whoring them out, he dropped their asses off right back on the turf. And all of their miserable moments and all their pain they're in, they let that shit out in the hood. And now the hood think that that's what's the next step in getting to that corporate ladder. So the vision has been taken away from lyricism or the true art form. And instead of us as artists painting the picture and having them depict the picture, we're going around asking these sheep what they want us to paint. When they don't even know what they wanted painted. They just want whatever's making the most money. What's the number one Billboard right now? What's the number one Billboard song right now? Y'all know?
There you go. Yeah, Lil Nas X. Yeah.
Shit, right? Yeah. No disrespect to the dude. Like, I give him total props. Make your money. Just like I gave Afro Man for going platinum on Because I Got High.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with lyricism. That's dope entertainment and intertwining country music to get an audience that normally doesn't buy rap to invest in your music. Now you calling yourself the dopest rapper of all time. Not on my watch.
Yeah. And that's why I never trusted a motherfucker with an S-curl.
Right out the box.
Right out the straight out the box, son. Like, yo, there's something shaky about that dude, man. Like,
that's real.
Like, he got S-curl in his mustache. I can't fuck with him. Yo, Kazi, what's your weapon of choice for production right now?
Yes.
Right now I'm using the MPC Renaissance, yo. And
the Ren.
I record my vocals on. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I also record my vocals on Logic.
Okay.
You know, so that's pretty much what I'm fucking right now.
Nice.
Yo, real quick too. We were talking about Oxnard. Big up DJ Rome's too, man. That's the homie right there.
Man, shouts out to Rome, man.
Kazi, tell him about Rome's and what he had contribution to the album, my homie.
Oh yeah, he mastered the album, man.
All right.
He hooked the album up, man. He brought that Ox sound to it. You know, definitely put his print on that front.
We familiar with his mastering work. Shouts out to him, man.
Yeah, big up DJ Rome.
DJ Rome, yeah. What's up, man?
People don't know that guy's resume when it comes to mixing and mastering, man. Classics.
Hell yeah.
You know?
All day. List is long.
No doubt.
Word. Let's see here.
Yeah.
What's y'all's kind of grand plan? Like after you're gonna work this record and work it for as long as you can work it, but you guys seeing yourselves having a follow up, or like what's next after you make this run with this one?
We talked about doing another album, man. I got another album or half album that I'm doing with Cornbread. I have produced maybe like 4 joints to the joint with Razzcast and Wise Intelligence that I have produced.
Oh, word. Okay.
It's pretty dope. And yeah, it's really, really dope, man. I'm doing Pause One's album. Trying to link up with Wildchild right now, man, but he's so busy. You know what I mean? And then, wrap it up with Leif Erickson's album, my album. So, me and Keys, like I said, me and Keys talked about it. He said, once we finish up everything we need to, we'll definitely come back and, try to knock out another album. Definitely needs to happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right. I agree. I have 2 other projects that we are wrapping up, my camp and I. I have a project with EA Ski that I finished. It's a dope EP.
Wow.
The legendary EA Ski. Yes, sir. If you go to my C Keys page, I got a 15-minute snippet of the EP called Perception is Deception. I'm looking to drop that. And then I have another solo project that I'm working on, produced by Centric out here in the Bay Area in California. Once I get that off my plate, then I want to dedicate creative control to whatever I'm working on at that point, be it the Keys to Kazi or anything else. But when the Keys to Kazi is this time around, instead of freestyling it, I want to write it. So that way we can compare the contrast of just off improvisational right into the voice command and saying, it's time to go in the booth, let's knock it out, to me literally giving detailed thought in regards to the process and comparing the two to see the growth and the difference in the journey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's ill.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
So, what was I going to ask? I was going to ask. So you guys have been in the game for a minute, right? As far as music goes, like, did you guys ever think that you would be where you are now, like dropping this album now in 2019? Like, was there ever a point where you were like, fuck the music shit, or had to take a break, or like what?
Oh yeah.
What was? Where are you guys out there?
We both took breaks, man. I took maybe like a couple of years, after we dropped the play, man. I just needed some time to myself, man, and figure out what I really want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be rapping, whether it be making beats, or just living. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't live without hip hop. I couldn't live without making beats. That shit killed me, man. For those who, from 2005 to 2008, what brought me back was Deadly in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was out there in Vegas, they had moved out there, and we linked up. I told them, man, I ain't doing music no more. Man, they both stopped what they was doing, looked at me. They was like, nigga, nah. Hell nah.
Dudley Perkins, Georgia, Ammo Dro.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
No
So right then and there, man, Georgia dropped the beat, man, and I wrote, me and Dudley and Eric, man, we just knocked some shit out. And from then, this has been, just working on my craft and working on my production, man, and just going, man. I had so many beats, man, nobody's even heard, man, just built up, just stocked away in like 9 different hard drives.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, Kazi, I can't say I knew you as a producer, man.
He got dope beats.
Yeah, good looking, Keys. Good looking. I couldn't hear you, Joe. What you say, bro?
No, I was just going to say I can't say that I really pictured you or knew you as a producer, honestly.
Nobody, man. Nobody's seen this coming. And I think that's what makes it special.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's seen this coming. And, like I said before, a couple of other things, man, our whole crew makes beats. From Metaphor, from Be Playing, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Rones, you know what I'm saying? Like our whole crew, Jack, oh no, it's crazy, man. And we sat there and learned from 3 of the best, which was in our city, which was Madlib and KanKick and Ono, and we sat there and studied them.
No doubt.
You know, I can count numerous times, man. Me and Liv went up to like record shops, man, and just digging and digging and digging. You know what I'm saying? It's cats telling me, hey, man, 68, 69, good years for them.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
yeah.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know, hey, started getting into reggae loops, all kinds of crazy shit, man.
Right.
Like, shit was dope, man. You know, and you know, I think once you see that, man, that kind of that I wouldn't say damages you, but it just puts something on you that you're not going to forget. You know what I mean? You're going to take it and run with it. You know?
That's what I wish I had.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. I hadn't rapped in over 15 years. After Skits and Pieces, I went by the Infamous MC, and Ono produced it. Shout out to O. And when that album dropped, I put all my music in a barbecue pit, set it on fire. You know, black folks love barbecue pits. I don't care if we cooking chicken or we burning up something. It's gonna go in the pit. But you know, my wife was telling me, she said, you know, she went to Walmart and she was like, if you're not gonna do it for the industry, do it for me. So for 2 years, Kazi kept asking me, you know, like fast forward 15 years later, like, bro, we got to do an album. And for me, it wasn't a contract signing and the money that was the issue. It was the egos. You know what I'm saying? It was the non-appreciation for. It was, I'm bilingual. I'm an improvisational freestyle artist that speak eloquent Ebonics, and I'm a human being. And my family is the greatest improvisational freestyle I ever spit because I didn't have a manuscript for that. No big brother, no dad. So for me, I was spitting this on the fly, and I'm 18 years deep. I was 22 when I got married. I'm 41 and proud to say it. You know what I'm saying? But what Kazi helped me understand, and that's why I say I wish I had that, what Kazi held on to is the little remnants that they gave him to dig and search for sounds. That touches your inner soul. Meanwhile, I'm dealing with street shit. I grew up in deep East Oakland. Like, I was trying to avoid gunshots. You know what I'm saying? Like, rap was just a way to stay away from dealing drugs. So when I got beyond that and I got a career as you know, an insurance professional, the money I was making from that, I never seen from rap. So I would never quit my job. You know, but for me, Kazi helped me discover the love and the passion for the artistry. And that changed everything. So I'm no longer Infamous MC. We all have Infamous in us. But I refuse to let my alter ego control who I am as a being, which is C Keys. That's why my Instagram is Your Alter Ego. Because it's checking that same thing, your alter ego.
Right. So ain't no pull-out game plan for this rap shit. We was talking about C Keys. We was talking about C Keys horrible pull-out game. And he just kind of explained there is no pull-out game plan for this rap shit, to be clear.
Motion all the way through, and I'm coming.
All right, cool. Cool.
Man,
That's
I'm
how
hungry as fuck right now, man. Like, I'm telling you, dog. Like, and then, you know, you got, you know, me and Keith were talking about this before, man. When you got cats in your ear, man, and it's your crew telling you, man, keep going, man, this shit's dope. That does something to you, man. You know what I'm saying? That really does. It helps you keep going. You know what I mean? It gives you motivation to just keep making them proud. You know what I'm saying? I love my crew, man.
Especially when you got Jedi Masters in your crew too, right? You got Jedi Masters in your goddamn crew, man. That'll motivate you too, right?
And they embraced me like I was family. I didn't grow up with. They all grew up together,
right?
And when O brought me in, it was a wrap. I was on Kazi's album, The Plague.
Yeah.
And literally, I walked in. He said, "Write something right now." I was like, "Okay." That was my first time writing a verse on the spot. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Immediately inducted. The Disrupt Chronicles, you know, like the Inner Opus single. Like, they was just throwing me on shit. I never experienced that in the hood in Oakland.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So Oxnard was a whole different vibe. That was a family thing.
Yeah, that's dope.
Brotherhood,
that's dope.
Man.
Yeah.
We all looked out for each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, still to this day, man.
No
you know,
doubt.
we still, you know, bring out the best out of each other, man. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's that brotherhood.
That's what's up.
Word. Hey, Kazi, I got a question for you real quick. And this could be internet fuckery at its finest here, but I was going through your Discogs, I guess, profile over the weekend, and I saw a mention in there about Mary J. Blige. Is this you, or am I tripping?
Man, you know what? See, that's what I'm saying. I personally did a remix that I'll send to you. I mean, you can play on your show, whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's that. I recently, maybe like about 2-3 years ago, I did a remix to one of her joints, just put my beat over it.
Oh,
and
okay.
I put it online. I don't know if it's that, but I did see that. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And that's what I was telling me. So I was like, yo, there's people out there with my name that are taking credit for the stuff, that I did. And, I'm taking credit for the stuff that I didn't do. You know what I mean? It's the wrong shit. You know what I mean? It needs to be in this right place. You know what I mean? And that could be just the name and, I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
Okay.
I don't think that's, bro.
All right.
Man, just looking at this stuff though, you think about that Mary J. Blige sitting in to see that you was on early Murs and Declaim and 2Mex Records, and C Keys. You got a background with Groove Attack and ABB and all that shit. Like what's up with the West right now, man? Like what can the West Coast do right now to like regain some of that glory days shit?
Stop hating.
Yeah.
Talk
about it.
Period.
Talk about it.
Stop hating.
Yeah. I love, we all have extended crews out there, but I think if a Dilator got together with the Keys and Kazi or you know what I'm saying, Jurassic 5 or all of them, you know what I mean? Not saying that, it might happen, you know what I mean? But it should always be that open. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be the fuckery and the politics. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's holding a lot of groups back, man. It's the politics and this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking whack.
Politics equal ego. Politics meaning ego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously Meeks and I don't live there, but during that time, when we were introduced to you guys, it seemed like there was a good bit more of a kind of a unified front coming out of the West, but I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe now, but I'm not there, so maybe I don't want to assume anything, but
well, look at the older artists that are actually doing stuff. So, like for an example, Kazi and I are, we're over 40. We still are dope and very valid and viable right now. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, we're not going to be able to reach out to people until they hear this album. And once they see the noise this album making, then they're going to come around. There's too many bandwagoners. And I think if we take the time to say, let's play Follow the Leader, the hat switches like this. Don't trip off the peanut. The hat goes to that person. Then it's my turn to wear the hat. Then it's the next person's turn. So whoever wearing the hat, we stand behind them. But what has happened on the hip hop scene is a lot of these artists are seeing what other artists are doing. And instead of looking at the reflection in the mirror, they trying to compete with the person next to them. Mm-hmm. You don't know that person's skeletons in his closet or his personal views, but you know yours. But if you look in the mirror, you got to hold yourself accountable. And most people don't want to hold themselves accountable. So they look at the next person and point the finger. It's no different than regular everyday life. What I want to strip away from all these artists, I understand y'all dope. I understand the movement y'all doing. I have nothing against your music, but categorize it where it is. You put me in the booth with you verbally on some improvisational freestyle shit. Let's call your mama, have her come pick your ass up.
Right. Right. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance real quick. Come get
I seen you in your Air Normans. Look, he got on his Air Normans. Those are the socks. I usually have flip-flop the Birkenstocks. Hey, I knew when I see that, I say, next time we in Vegas, my in-laws in Vegas. I gotta holler at this.
No doubt.
I gotta holler at either one of y'all.
No doubt. We available, man. It ain't nothing, man. We ain't hard to get at. We ain't hard to find. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all need to try to get us out there at ATL, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I ain't never been out that way, man. I got family out that way, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
Okay.
Yo.
All right. Word.
Yeah,
We got to figure out how to make that happen. We did an A3. We did a showcase, actually, our first ever at A3C last year. We're actually working on the follow-up for this year. So maybe we make something happen. You never know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make it happen. I want you on the interlude for the jokes, though.
We'll talk. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Sir.
All right,
fellas. So we've taken quite a bit of your time tonight. How about we just leave it like this? You guys, we always like to give folks the floor to wrap up the interview. So if there's anything that either one of you want to get off your chest, or if there's just something, short, sweet, and simple to the point.
I feel it coming because it's just like it's out there already, but it hadn't been said. So we're going to step back.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got it, man. What's happening?
Go ahead, Keys. What you got, man?
Welcome to the Keys to Kazi, where we serve watered down drinks and condiments, not condoms. Bombs over Baghdad before you end up being a baby dad, hella mad paying that child support. And, you know, just like we always say, Kazi, right? We back like we never left. Our fan club t-shirt is in the top drawer of your baby mama dress.
Yeah.
Don't get upset. Just give us our lane.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, Kazi, what do you got, brother?
Man, just big up for everybody checking out the album, man, and giving up love. You know,
Yes.
what I mean? Again, this is the very first freestyle album, my very first album that I ever produced. This is special to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
big up for having us on the air, man, and shout out to Georgia, Atlanta, everybody out there in the South, man. Peace. Y'all got my love. Thank
Word.
y'all for supporting the brother. You know what I mean? And just look out for more music. You know?
Yo, where can they go buy it? Where can they give you guys money? Like, what's the easiest way for that to happen?
The easiest way, man, I would say Bandcamp, because the money comes directly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Instead of, corporate. You know what I mean? But you can go to iTunes, you can go to Spotify, you can go to Tidal. But, preferably we want you to go to Bandcamp. And I believe that's velosystems.bandcamp.com, correct, Keys?
Nice.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Word. All right.
Yeah.
There it is, y'all.
Man.
Definitely check that out.
Keys to
Thank
Kazi, featuring Dex, Doubler, Guilty Simpson, Mikael, Kazi handle all production, C Keys on the rise, man. I can't wait to hear this shit.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait to hear this shit.
Word.
No doubt.
Thank you, brothers. We love y'all, man.
Man, we
Just
appreciate
keep doing
y'all,
it, man.
man. Hell yeah.
No doubt.
Man.
Thank you
Stay
for
up,
having us.
y'all.
Keep your pull-out game strong.
Yeah, keep your pull-out game. You know what I'm saying? Pull out. Pull out. You know what I'm saying? Pull out.
Gee.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good
All
night.
right, y'all.
We'll be in touch, all right?
Peace.
Y'all too, man.
Peace.
Y'all
All
too.
right,
Peace. Yeah. Yeah, man. Pull out game strong.
Yeah, man.
You know what it is.
Oh, man. I
Southern
love
Vanguard Radio, man.
love
DJ
it. I
John
love
Doe,
it.
Cappuccino Meek. Back on that
Hey, man.
twice a week bullshit.
Twice a week Meeks, twice a week Doe.
We know
Southern
you've been
Vanguard
missing
Radio.
it. We know you've been missing it, but we all the way back. So
We
get
back,
ready.
man.
Get ready. We are the
Peace.
guard. Peace.